All right, hi guys. We're gonna do another little Asia tech tour today of Yoku, and my name is Rick. I have Charlie with me as well in China. I'm in Tokyo, and yeah, through the wonders of technology, we're gonna give you a walkthrough of Yoku. Now, Charlie, what impresses you about Yoku, and what kind of features do you really like about this, as opposed to something like YouTube, which we're all kind of used to?
Right. Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing that separates Yoku from YouTube at this point, um, I guess there's two. I mean, one is just that there's no time limit on Yoku videos, right? So there's what is that on YouTube? I think it's like 11 minutes or something like that. But so you can watch things that are much longer, and anybody can upload things that are much longer, even if they don't have like a pro account on Yoku. And the other thing is just their offerings of original content, the stuff that they produce themselves, which is something that they were doing before really anybody else was doing. And unlike what most of the original content that other people are producing, a lot of their stuff, I mean, some of their stuff is actually quite good. As you would imagine, some of it's terrible, but they've had some really good. They've had a couple of really sort of big hits, and some things that even I, as a cynical foreigner who hates everything, that even I enjoy watching, which for Chinese television is about, that's tough to accomplish. So
Yeah,
that's what impresses me the most.
I mean, we wrote up a while ago about their Miss Puff series, that animated series.
Right.
I'm just having a look at that right now, and yeah, that I mean, that seems kind of sexy for I wouldn't expect that to be you know promoted problem free on the Chinese internet, but it seems to be doing quite fine. I mean, there's lots of risque stuff on there. It's not as regulated as I would expect in terms of that kind of content. But it's interesting. It's yeah, it's kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. Kind of like an animated Sex in the City minus the old people.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of actually. Is that show is just very sort of smart and edgy. Just edgy enough to be interesting without getting people arrested. But it's got a very unique visual look. Like it's got that right, the animated, but with the real video like backgrounds, and yeah, I just think it's very, really creative and well done, and it's been a huge. I mean, it's quite popular,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
sort of it's been a huge hit for them. So
it's interesting how they have that blend of, it's, well, it's not quite Roger Rabbit, but kind of in that
yeah,
animation on top of real world thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, I'm not in China anymore, but when I was there, I used to use Youku. I would go quite often to the television section or the movie section, and and get my fill of shows like well, I won't name which ones that I was watching, but yeah, you could get a lot of American TV on there, which
yeah.
to my knowledge is not so much there anymore unless it's licensed. Would that be?
Yeah, there's not a ton of American TV, right? Because they've cut down on all the pirated stuff. So there is some licensed. I mean, there's some licensed American movies, and I think a little bit of TV. I haven't honestly looked at that carefully at their TV offerings. The
Yeah.
movies, they've got some good stuff, um, and they've got some just like just like Titanic 2, I believe they have, which I don't even know how that could be a movie. The first one sort of wrapped up the whole story of the Titanic pretty nicely, I think. But but
Yeah, yeah.
somebody made a Titanic too, so they've got a bunch of stuff like that as well. I mean, as Netflix does too. This is the sort of like, I mean, it's almost like the Billboard charts for Yoku, right? But it's got all these shows. I mean, as you can see, it's got like TV dramas on the left, the top 50, and they're rated by the number of total plays for their episodes. This is not like, I think it's over the past month or something like that. It's not forever.
Okay.
Um, because 6 million is not, I mean, I know that they have shows that have broken like 30 million in a month. So I think this is probably just for the past month or maybe less than that. So they've got that, they've got variety shows, they've got films. And then if you click on one of those, I believe that takes you to like the show's main page.
Mm-hmm.
But then, so you see under the like sort of big fancy banner thing, there's four little, or there's like a bunch of listings with gray, and one of them says "Zhishu," and it's got the little like that little V logo, and it has a number after it, which is the number of views. So if you click on that weird little V logo, it's kind of tiny. So it's a it's sort of like well hidden, but it's actually pretty useful. I mean, I would think, especially from an advertiser's point of view, it's pretty, invaluable to have this data. Not only how many people are watching this, but which episodes are they watching? Is it men or women? Are they students, or are they, government workers or white collar workers, or people who don't have jobs, or what?
Yeah.
So they've got this, which I think, nobody knows about this because it's so impossible to find.
Oh, well, and they have a breakdown by provinces and everything.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Actually, yeah, cities mostly, I guess. Nice. It would be nice if you could export this. That would be fun.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool. I mean, it's neat. Like, YouTube has a sort of a statistics thing down below videos, but yeah, that's definitely neat to see. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess I should just go over. I mean, they have the tabs on the top of the page. There, what do we got? We got TV, movies. What is that third one? I don't know that character.
That's like variety shows.
Variety. Oh, like talent and stuff.
Right, like, yeah.
Music, and that's cartoons, comics,
yeah,
and then everything. And yeah, we got sports and cars and technology, economics, entertainment, life, travel, lots of stuff. So yeah, it's I have to resurrect my Chinese. My Chinese is getting terrible, but yeah, this is Youku. I mean, it's a pretty neat site, and as you mentioned, the having no limit on time. But I guess do they still have? I think the last I checked, the file size limit was.
I believe so. Yeah.
250 megabytes.
Yeah, it's not huge, but I mean they don't. And this is the downside of Youku as compared to YouTube, but it's one that's shared by pretty much every Chinese video site. Is that even Youku's like super HD offering is not actually, like, I don't think it's even 720p. It's not quite up to that resolution. Like, it's certainly not 1080p. So like the highest quality video on YouTube or on Youku, at least as I was last aware, maybe they've upgraded it again, but was not even 720p. And that's true for every Chinese site, and viewers don't seem to really care that much. And broadband speeds aren't necessarily super fast here in a lot of places. So even if there was 720p, you couldn't necessarily watch it.
Yeah. I should also mention, I guess, about the advertising. Usually, when you click on a video, you'll get a little pre-roll, and and here's another one that sometimes comes up. And I repeat, I'm in Tokyo, so sometimes when I click on a video, I get this alert saying, "Sorry, this video can only be streamed in mainland China."
Right.
So yeah, any overseas viewers may, if you're playing around on Youku, you may get that as well.
Yeah, I think that's true, especially for a lot of their licensed stuff.
Yeah.
I think especially the foreign licensed stuff. Like right now, I just paused the video and I'm seeing an ad for I Am Legend, which I guess they have, and they're now offering that as they also have, like, you can pay to rent films, basically. Like pay to stream, but it's super cheap. You can pay 1 RMB to watch I Am Legend, which is like,
wow,
what, 17 cents or something like that. So it's quite cheap. But I suspect that's only. I mean, I can't test because I'm in mainland China, but I would be surprised if you can access that anywhere except China. So there is that limit for that as well, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, here's all those share buttons. So I see there's Kaixin and Weibo, and yeah, I think there's even an MSN badge. Share on MSN.
Oh, yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, and they also have embed code, which, we kind of use quite often if we need to embed anything. Yeah, so good fun. Cool. All right. Well, I'm not going to play any video for fear of. You know, I
It's
think
probably wise.
I once did a YouTube screencast, and you know, I happened to capture some of the Daily Show, which is not the show you want to capture when you're doing a screencast. But yeah. All right. So I guess we'll sign that off, and who knows, maybe we'll come back and do Tudo another time.
Cool.
All right. Cool. Dun, 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 and.